Hey y'all, it's your cousin. So sis and your cousin have been away because she ain't been feeling too good. But I was watching Troy's World tonight and I called his phone 4 times. And y'all know I don't ever call in to his show. But I called his phone 4 times and he did not call me back or answer my call. So I decided I had to get on here and do a little 1-2 and basically say to my folks what I was going to say on his show. Okay. So Troy got me doing extra work that I did not want to do. But anyways, all right. So this ain't me jumping on the bandwagon, but I'm giving my commentary. So my true cousins, my true subscribers from the beginning knows that I used to go live all the time and talk about any random topic, okay? And I will tell y'all quite a bit about myself. And those who know that I used to share all the time about what my first career was and what I used to do. I shared it several times. So this ain't me jumping on a bandwagon. I told y'all that I used to be contracted by the child services as well as the legal system, and my job was to go into the family homes, like people like Marks who committed certain crimes, like he probably going to get charged with, and assess whether or not I'm going to be removing the kid from the home. And if I had to, I would. Okay. And I did this for several years till I was like, you know what? I want to be able to sleep at night. Because I told you, even to this day, there are certain places I still remember. Okay. There are even certain addresses I still remember. And it's been several years since I've done this. But I wanted to be able to sleep at night because sometimes I think, Rocks, is there a child that I left in the home that should have been taken out? And I just did not want all that on me. But anyways, that's how I started my career off. I was trained by some of the best, okay? So what is going to happen? And it is going to get so embarrassing. When you commit a crime against a child, whether it is yours or someone else's, of course they're going to investigate the child who had the crime committed against them that was violated. But if you have kids within your home or been around other kids, what we're going to do, what I used to do, I would go into your home and I would ask the kids, when I do my investigative work, I'm going to ask them some questions that's going to make them very, very uncomfortable. And then I'm going to go ask your spouse too, okay? So even if T ain't in your home, she around you, right? So I'm still gonna go and investigate her too. But it's gonna be so embarrassing because you know some of the questions that Marcus go out in the streets and ask them people. Now we're gonna be up in your home asking your kids some of the similar questions. How embarrassing is that? And then what I would have to do next, because it don't stop there. So now because they're grade school kids, now we're going to have to go into the school and talk to the teacher and the counselor. How embarrassing. So because you wanted to make spicy content now, your kid's about to feel kind of violated. And your business going to be all out there. In the real world, not YouTube, in the real world. How embarrassing. I hope the coin's going to be worth it because if you get charged, this is what's about to happen, okay? So this ain't me jumping on a bandwagon. I take crimes against children very serious to the point that even when I had my child, I wasn't with the disciplining because I was like, I don't want no, just the thought about a child getting like hurt or anything, it tears me up, okay? I was an auntie many years before I became a mother, and you can ask them. They just say they got me wrapped around their finger, okay? That's how bad it is, all right? I'm serious about this. But anyways, now your kids is going to have to experience some of what those other people on the streets have experienced. So next, once you're convicted, you're going to get that jacket put on you as a pedo. Now, what a lot of people was asking and wondering, well, is he going to be able to be in the house with his kids in the state of Georgia? As long as you ain't committed crimes against your children, they still will allow you to be in the house with your kids. So more than likely, he's going to be okay on that behalf, but he's still going to be labeled as a pedo. And the funny thing about that is, and it's not funny, it doesn't matter even if the girl is 17 and this happened, or if somebody's daddy did some incest. Once you're on that list, they don't care really about what the crime is. You are on the list. So you are viewed the same. You a pedo, okay? It's all nasty. And then what else somebody say? So that's why we worried about the kids. Because once he gets charged, the legal system is going to be worried all about his children. So to the woman who said, don't mention his kids, it ain't about his kids, it's going to be very much so about his kids. I hate to tell you. Oh, so then they was just like, oh, they don't take, some people in the choice comments were like, oh, they don't take crimes against black kids serious when it comes to sex trafficking and child exploitation is taken very serious, even with black kids in Georgia. They even started a new task force this year, but they have several. It is taken very serious. I, in fact, still have friends who's on certain trafficking task forces. And the thing why I say that is, I'm going to assume, and I bet that he probably took them to a restaurant, possibly in Fulton County, maybe because Atlanta, Fulton County. But a lot of times when he buy rooms, he gets those rooms in DeKalb County, in Decatur. You know, crossing the county line, that's trafficking. They are going to put every and any charge on that man. And then, but what bothers me is that he put the viewers at risk because we don't know how the legal system is going to look at this. Because anybody who viewed that, they got your IP address and everything once they start doing the investigation. They could be charged too. And he has yet came out and apologized to his viewers. No. But one thing I would suggest to him, this is just some advice. And y'all probably wouldn't really know that it done got real serious. He might want to go ahead and marry T. Because she might know some stuff we don't know. And you know if she married, she ain't got to say nothing. So he might do that. So y'all watch out for that. I'm curious if that's going to be one of his moves. I don't know. But that's all I really want to say about that. It's so sad that you got to put your kids in a compromising situation. All right. Next. All right. So then on to the whole Feisty and Tragedy. So I watched the makeover video. And I'm so confused with these two. Do y'all want to protect each other? Because y'all go hard for each other. Or do y'all want to fight each other? I'm just like, pick a side. Y'all are so loyal and disloyal. Y'all are so like on both extremes. Either stand on y'all lie together or don't do that. Now, I would be so disappointed if I was Tragedy Mama and I saw him. And of course, like Marcus said, he's broke, he's unemployed, and he's a bum. That's disappointment. But the way Marcus was coming at Tragedy, I would be so ashamed of Tragedy. This man was playing all up in your face, just disrespecting you. Oh, why you looking through the gift bags? Is that a job? I would be like, oh, is that children? Now, he did try to come out, he tried to come at him a little sideways, on and off, just a little bit. He gave him a little taste. But see, you have to take that type of bullshit when you are broke, unemployed, and a bum. That's the type of shit you had to take because didn't even Marcus kind of insinuate like DV that he was like hitting on that girl because Tragedy made a joke about knocking off her eyelashes. So I took that as him being like in a sexual way that he was going to knock off Feisty's eyelashes. But then he was like, literally. Marcus was like, oh, literally. So was he trying to be funny saying that, oh, Tragedy, domestic violence? I don't know. Did anybody pick up on that? But he just played all in your face. He's just disrespectful as hell. And why are you always coming in between them two? Even if you see they go hard for each other. And I understand it's everything for content. Everything. I would have pushed that gas real hard. I would have put my foot on your neck. See, you play with them because they need that little $40, little 30, 20. But you ain't going to play with the right one. Because I would have went hard. Because whether or not, if he's broke, busted, disgusted, unemployed, a bum, his life right now is looking better than what yours is looking at, okay? That's it. That's all, y'all. I'm about to go sleep. That just took a lot out of me. I just can't stand to watch somebody play in somebody's face like that. It bothers me to my core. Especially when you done did all this nasty as all get out. But I'm waiting. When you gonna apologize to your subscribers? Now, of course, me myself, and I was not going to subscribe to that nastiness. I don't want to see no homeless humpers and stuff. No. And I'm definitely ain't about to watch no children. But when you apologize to your subscribers, how you put them at risk? Because I'm pretty sure the same ones that sit up here trying to take up for you and say, pray for you. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say nothing just hateful and say how you just need to be locked up and all. You committed a crime and it was against children, but I pray you get everything you deserve. Whatever that is. Everything you deserve. The love of money is the root of all evil. That's it. That's all, y'all. Ciao.